vehicle visor covers ready to ship to you. They're the same on both sides. Elastic running both directions. Large field of Velcro. That's 3-inch Velcro, so it's about 6 inches from there to there. There are also pockets in here on both sides. It's actually one large that just folds around for your registration, your paperwork and such. Orange tool bags, or sorry, orange toiletry bags, Tiff toiletry bags, Woodland fupa danglers, black XL fupas, Alpine toiletry bags, Woodland boot bags, Mandrake boot bags, and a lot more. We'll go up front in a minute. More boot bags out here. Mesh pockets running on a lot of the machines. Arid, probably boot bags. Woodland AKM4 micros are in motion right now and running. Multicam black pink thread clothes bags. These are all clothes bags. I see Ghost, Multicam black Woodland right there. Multicam black AKM4 micros. These are Multicam black tool bags. Red black. Looks like boot bags. Tropic. What are these? Tropic boot bags, Mandrake boot bags, medium black. What are these? Multicam black toxic clothes bags, black pink thread clothes bags, black pink thread medium clothes bags, and large clothes bags right there. Lot of stuff in motion, tons of it. Phone pouches. We did some videos today, full build videos. I showed how to build 3 different phone pouches, Velcro back, pals back, belt attachment, and how I make these. You can use these for mag pouches and all kinds of stuff. These will hold your biggest cell phone with the biggest cover, biggest batteries on them. Let's go up front for a minute. So any of you guys come just to look at gear real quick, you can get on and get out of our way. What do we have up here? Woodland fupas, normal fupas, and I have XL. No, we can't do it. It's in motion. Can't if I wanted to. It's going to ship. I've got one, looks like 2 remaining 8 mag stacked Coyote chest rigs. We did yesterday. That's all that remains. I've got some shotgun chest rigs in Multicam black. I've got some subgun micros. Everything down here is sold out. All the stuff that was up here for the most part sold out. As you see, there's tons of gaps. It's rolling out fast. I know a lot of dudes have this impression that they, you know, I'll just get it this weekend or whatever, and it's gone. So I have some tool aprons. We have other option colors. We have every type of sling. Let's go over this way. Canning, dehydrator, jet boil pouches. These will fit all your bigger stoves. Nalgene pouches, wrench roll. This will hold 2 sets of wrenches, all the way up to like your 1 1/4, your bigger box drive wrenches. Open-in wrenches, those will fit in. You can put metric and standard in there. There's plenty of slots. I made the slots bigger so you can put both wrenches in the slots together. I have a few black 12-gauge pull-out tray pouches remaining, and then we're racking things out. We're blowing it out of here as fast as we can build it. It's shipping out. So let's start with we got 83 people on tonight. Is this about all the fakers crying victim? George, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Did anybody get shipping information today? Shipping and tracking. Anybody get shipping today? Anybody have their orders ship out today? Here are AKM4 micro rig pieces in motion. We started today. We did a 2.5 hour podcast, episode 38, Pulling the Thread podcast. And then we did over an hour of Patreon question and answers. You guys kicked ass for us, put a lot of questions in there, and we went through. Scully answered all his, and I jumped in where I had input, and we answered everybody's question that was there up until probably 2 o'clock today on Patreon. So there's a Patreon members only video. Oh man, I'm drinking pre-workout right here. Not what I should be drinking right now. Coyote AKM4 micros. We can ship you one of those first thing in the morning. You still might have it for the weekend. Here are some medium clothes bags, multicam black, toxic thread. So let's start at the top and scroll down. What do we got here? Chivo, what's up? Landfill, how are you? Byron Roberts, Chuck People, James Barden, what's up? Rick Gates, Urban Mountain, what's up? Josh, Winnie, what's going on, buddy? Perspective, David, Iridium, what's up, man? How are you? Jonathan Cam, Chuck Peoples, what's up? Belt Fed, what's going on? Sean, Preston Burleson, what's up? Eagle. Hit that thumbs up. Yes, please hit the thumbs up for us, guys. Oh, man, a bunch of guys just dropped off. So, like I said. Pierre, what's up, man? Tropic, the only correct pattern, second coyote. Tell me what you want, and I'll make it for you, Pierre. Max's Path, what's up? Scott Taylor, how are you? Could we see multicam large tool bag? No, I don't have one to show you, buddy. Pierre, you misspelled olive. Pierre, you, sir, are a man of distinguished, he meant disgusting taste. Is this all about the fakers? So, George, man, I'm desperately, anxiously waiting your reply, which hasn't come through somehow. Imagine that. Maybe he's not talking shit. Maybe that's not what that is. You realize on a lot of YouTube channels, when you type stuff out, nobody sees it unless you pay for that. Do you know that? Like, if I click super chat, I never see the shit talkers because they never super chat. DJ Guzman, what's up, man? Will the AKM4 micros run 20 rounds, or it'll swallow them? But you have a fix, man. There's a correction for that. All you do is put something in the bottom. You could take like foam matting, like floor mats, any of the gym mats. You could take isomat, like the green military bed rest mats. You could even take a wad of toilet paper and flatten it. You could take cardboard, just space it in there and bump your mags up. And ideally use that room with something that's actually useful for you. Nicole, what's up? Patrick Caswell, what's going on? Just ordered a black fupa, right on. That should be able to ship out tomorrow, I think. A black fupa. I've got XLs right here. I don't think I have a normal black fupa. We've got them out here that are in motion. Shipping today on a dangler, David, right on. Perfect for making little kits, mini. Yeah, you know what? Like Altoids tins would go in there totally. Absolutely would. And you could even put a piece of foam over that so that it's not caving the lid or whatever in. Put some Velcro or sew it in, put an insert of webbing to hold it 20 rounds just high. Yeah, you could do that, but there's really nowhere to put it in there. You're going to have to hand sew that Velcro in there. You're jumping through a lot of hoops when you could just use the usable space. If you look at our NSW rigs, those side pockets have those limiting pieces in there for depth for smaller radios. Put a spare bandage. That's it exactly, Eagle. That's what we used to put in there in the bottom to bump them up for 308. Because you have to do that for the 308 mags on the 308 micro. It'll hold 3 M4 mags or 2 308s, but they're buried in there. You got to space it up. Just put a 4-inch bandage in the bottom of it. Don Stinson, what's up, man? Gearing up for 60th birthday. Patrick Caswell, right on, man. Happy birthday. I have Home Depot bins of SOE gear. I wouldn't even know what you want me to make. Yeah. You wouldn't by chance have a multicam padded night vision case available. James F., I don't know, man. You know when I did? A week ago. Had a bunch of them. I'm going to say no. I think they were cut. No, they were cut in multicam black. Let's go see. Wait, it's not, but it's not. There's Velcro in the back. There's not Velcro to the front. Yes, I have multicam padded night vision cases right there. Ordered the Black Foop XL. Got it. Got it. It'll ship to you. It'll ship out tomorrow, buddy. Mark Termel, what's up? Peck Perspective, perfect for making little kits. Good evening, John. Got shipping, dangler. Okay, I think we caught up on these. How was everybody's day? You all have a ton of stuff. You got a ton done. You got a ton to show for today. Do you feel accomplished? Do you feel tired when your head hits the pillow? Did you in your sleep tonight? I started this morning. I've been doing 100 rep sets. That's not really accurate though. What I've been doing is I'll put a weight on each exercise I'm going to do. Let's say chest press. I actually did back today, so let's just start with pull downs. And I'll do as many as I can, 35, right? And then I'll break for 30 seconds, and then I'll rack up another 10, 20 until I hit 100. And I've been doing that for a few weeks now. And I see a noticeable difference. I'm holding a pump a lot longer. And I feel it. Like when I had massage last night, I a good, really nice workout Monday. Had massage last night on Tuesday and really felt it. Okay, let's try this again. Canning dehydrating apples, very cool. I like to take apples on the dehydrator, put sea salt on some of them, and just put cinnamon. I used to do cinnamon sugar, but even an apple that's not sweet, when you dehydrate it with just cinnamon, it comes out as though you did. It brings the sweetness out when you dehydrate it. It's like the moisture leaves, but the sweetness stays, so it amplifies. Need a mag roll. I need a mag roll 3 wide, 10 mags per row, roll up. Yeah, that's not me, buddy. That's not me. I mean, because literally you're the first person that asked for it. I actually built some mag roll ups, and we did some like competition packs like Wilson used to do, you know, just single mag side by side with a lid. There wasn't any interest in it. Had a monster day, 5 out the door. That's awesome, Pierre. That is awesome. Just got an M81 Eagle Industries operator belt, 20 bucks. Not bad. Sewing shit stills. I'm not familiar with it. I don't know what that belt is, man. Came home 5 pints of beans. Right on. So that's 5 pint jars. Making a pattern for Scout Pack I'm designing. Cool, man. Is that a zip front? Is it a roll top? What does that look like? And Scout Pack, is that something small that goes on a bigger rig? Doing OMAD for over a week. Yeah, that's going to be one of the biggest changes you make, man. You can do all the work in the gym until you fall down, like, and literally fall asleep in the gym. If you're still putting trash in your mouth, it's not gonna matter what you do in the gym. It'll matter, but appearance-wise in the mirror, it's all at the table. That's why I'm fat. What did I achieve? Lost count of these non-seed producing sunflowers. Ripped out of the ground. Yeah, my corn came up. You know, I was trying to do them in the buckets. Corn came up really good, looked good, had a wall of corn. Started putting tassels on, and it just never formed all the way. What I did not know is that when corn gets those flowers on the top, man, it smells so good. Everybody that walked past, like, what's that smell? It was the corn. Cut the melting rubber out with a razor blade and driver home. I'm not sure what we're talking about there. Shade cloth made. Oh yeah, shade cloth brought everything back to life here. Have you ever used a vacuum sealer on cans? I have a VacMaster 215, and I can put full-size quart jars in there and vacuum seal them. Yes, we have. Made beef jerky with the kids. That's awesome, man. That's something the kids will remember. Exhaust on new dump truck burnt through rusted cab, lit on fire, smoked out the whole truck. Oh wow, I'm glad you did not lose the truck, man. That could have went really bad quickly. Did you hear the head of Wagner PMC got shot out of the sky? So, Peck perspective, I saw the video of it. Funny that somebody just happened to have a video of it. I didn't enlarge it, and I was watching it on the phone briefly. I didn't see a rocket or a missile. Not disputing that that's what happened. I would assume that Putin used him as long as he needed him, and then they did away with him, right? Putin came all the way up through KGB, was the head of FSB. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of par for the course. Look into all the scientists and doctors that said HIV did not, in fact, cause AIDS. And then look at the plane crash, right? Look up AIDS doctor plane crash. There's a lot of belief that that airline was actually shot down or sabotaged. All of those people who basically went away, against what Anthony Fauci said back in the 70s and 80s, all demised. They all diminished in one airplane crash. If you haven't heard about that, check it out. So are you going to continue with the DIY videos you've been putting out? I watch every one, really enjoy them. Awesome knowledge. Yeah, we did another one today, man. We do one every week. Got some Anthem jerky today. Wow, straight fire. Is that a brand name? Was the name? Hottest jerky. So I don't care for hot stuff. I like flavor, not heat. Tassels, yeah. After a few years of yanking every third row of tassels on fields, you kind of get sick of that smell. I bet you do, man. Envelope style backpack. Going to add PALS webbing on the front for pouches. Add straps down the sides. Right on, very cool. I've got a large pack that we're working on. I've actually got a sample one that we've had here for a long time. It's my medical backpack. It's just thicker. And we always put PAL, I like to have a clamshell front so that you can just access the whole bag. But when you attach other pouches, it actually kind of hinders. I guess it still works. It's just more bulk to access the internals. Rough day today. Appreciate hearing you. LW Jacks, man. Not sure what's going on, but I hope everything's well, buddy. I'd pay to have them kept going. You don't have, no, we're doing them, Preston. They're coming out, man. Peck perspective. I have a YouTube membership. I have a $1, $5, $10. At the $10 level, you get everything, including Pulling the Thread podcast as current events. And then they trickle out 90 days later as well. But we put a ton of content up, and it's a lot of the content's built off of you guys. You get in there, ask questions for me and Amanda. Her and I record for an hour to 2 hours every Friday. Scully and I record for about half the day on Wednesdays, and then we come in here and we record some more different type of content. And then we've been doing Patreon videos also, recording for Patreon, doing the giveaways on Patreon as well. I'm on that, but the subscription must have expired. I'll correct that right on, man. Appreciate you. Anthem is the name. Mike Glover was talking. Oh, cool. I'm on Glover's Patreon. I watch some of his behind the scenes. I watch his YouTube videos as well. He's easy to listen to, man. He's just got a very good narrator voice. One of the dudes on the jet blew it up to prevent their family from being sent to Serbia or worse. Is that what's being put out, David? Or do you have you got some inside secret information? Can the phone pouch with Velcro be attached in front of the FUPA? In front of the FUPA? No. I mean, yeah, you could, but there's always a chance that it's gonna, bump off. Like on the FUPA, you have this field's 4 inches. The back of the phone is 6 inches. Would it sit here? Yeah. Could you rip it off? Yeah, it could get ripped off in some manner. On a day-to-day, like just walking around the town, it'd probably be fine. Getting interesting, gotta go. Isaac Barrett, go do your thing, man. Those visor covers, the visor covers are good. I actually built the first one of these in the mid-90s for my K5 Blazer. And we do see guys put pistol cards on here. I've got some brand new trucks, but if I put pistol mags on my visor, the visor going down a bumpy road is going to fall down. In my K5, I actually just used a, I don't know, one of those flathead screws, body screw or something, self tapper, and just punched through the first layer of the roof with a piece of Velcro, and then, you know, just held it in place. Live in a poor area. Should I have payment methods on my business cards? Credit card financing. I'm not following what you're asking me. Should you be prepared to take money in different manners from your clients? Yeah, absolutely. And when you're all good in the hood, have 2 more, right? Always have 3 minimum. I've run millions and millions and millions of dollars. And when I say that, I mean probably close to $20 million I've run through PayPal. And PayPal gave me hassles a couple weeks ago, and PayPal just froze my account. I've got over $20,000 sitting in PayPal right now. They're still letting money come in, but I can't use the money. They're asking for all kinds of information out of the blue. They're saying federal regulation, blah, blah, blah. I just deconnected PayPal from my website. Like I'm literally, I think that we're just going to burn the account and be done with it and just not do business with PayPal any further. So PayPal was my main thing. I mean, we have like Stripe and Square and several credit card processors, but be aware, especially in a fresh business, have multiples and multiples, right? Take money however your customer needs to give you money. I had the same thing come up with PayPal, thought it was being hacked. So I had told a buddy of mine posted something up tonight, and I'm like, hey, I'll buy this. And when I got back to him, I'm like, hey, just a heads up, something's going on with PayPal. Amanda's on the phone with him getting it worked out. And he said, hey, my PayPal just locked up too. I just went to buy shipping through UPS and my PayPal card declined. This was my PayPal. The way I found out is when we finished recording the sewing video today, I went and checked my emails, and I had like 20 emails saying my PayPal debit card declined. And it was a number that wasn't the number to my card. Turns out it was the number to Amanda's card. So she got looking in PayPal. There was no notifications, nothing. She was on the phone over an hour before somebody told her what the deal was. And we still aren't clear on what the deal is. Moving you from PayPal to the upcoming. That's what I think's going on, Don. That's exactly what I think's happening. I've had this PayPal account before I left San Diego. So I have had this PayPal account over 18 years. Musk about to start Tesla Pay. Yeah, Musk started PayPal. Send them a legal letter. Yeah, they're not gonna give a shit, Peck. I know dudes that had $50,000 sitting in PayPal and years later hadn't got the money back. They don't give 2 shits about your legal letter. And I understand, man. I get what you're saying. They don't care. They've been doing it a few weeks now and not telling. Yeah, it seems like it. It seems like it. But luckily, like I tell you guys, we have other forms of payment. I have Cash App, but I've always pulled Cash App from my debit card from PayPal. I use PayPal like a bank account typically. So Cash App's got a card. I'll get a Cash App card. We'll set up Venmo. I've got Stripe and I've got Square for credit card processing. We'll look at other options here also. Elon sold PayPal, yeah, long ago. Gold and silver's, yeah, gold and silver's nice, but it's never going to work. It's a pain in the ass. It's just a pain in the ass. I have gold and silver. I told you to buy gold and silver. I put you in groups to buy gold and silver. I totally think you should put money into gold and silver. I continue to buy gold and silver. But I can't go buy food with it. I can't pay any of my mortgages. I can't pay anything with it. I had the same thing come up, multiple payment avenues. Should they be advertised on my business cards? Oh, no, I wouldn't do that, man. No. You can have that conversation when you have the conversation. They're not going to see that you take PayPal and go, oh, come do whatever it is you do. I'm not sure what it is you do. I mean, you can if you want to, but you don't need to. I would, more importantly, I'd just rather have your social media things on your business card. And guys, the business card has two sides. You can print both sides. I know dudes are like, I only use one because they might want to put notes. How many dudes really do that? Especially nowadays. Most people don't even look at your business card. You could call to action, right? If you got a dude that you're going to hand him your business card, what I've been doing is I'm just like, hey, do you got PayPal? Yeah, I got PayPal. Don't tell them what your account is. Hey, open your phone. Type this in, SOE Tactical Gear. Go ahead and follow me. And then when they follow you, go ahead and follow them back. You've got a clear line of communication. Any PMs they send you. Like, I don't know how many PMs you get. I get hundreds of private messages every day. And you have a general folder and you have a primary folder. And then you got this other folder. And I get so many in that other folder that you can't keep up with them. And real people who you haven't put into one of those accounts, they just kind of get lost in there. I've got Stripe as a backup processor, works well. Yep, we use Stripe. Most of my larger clients are just EMT or wiring us payments. Yep. You'd be better off putting something on the back that will stick in their mind. Goatee owner, dragon slayer, etc. That will be $29.50. Start shaving silver. Yeah, I love the fractional silver, but you pay so much more for it. I like the fractional gold cards with an 85-to-1 ration. Buy silver all day long. What up, John and Amanda? Hey, Prepared Citizen, what's up, man? Remember back in the 90s and commercials saying we don't take American Express? No, you don't hear that anymore. Everywhere takes everywhere. I bought a K5 Blazer with not Krugerrands. I used gold maple leaves and pandas. I bought a Blazer in gold and silver coins. Thanks for spending time to sort out me being blocked. Cincy Dan, I have about 90 minutes of my life invested in you being able to comment. So you better comment a lot and you better comment often and just have some fun, man. I don't know why you were banned. I have no idea. It doesn't show who did it either. I'm sure it was me because it took a long time to find it. They've been doing it a few weeks now. Yeah. All right, I think I'm caught up on these. If I haven't, and I didn't address you, just type it back out. Overton, what's up, buddy? How are you? If they don't buy from my Etsy shop, I usually send them a PayPal invoice. Yeah, you should try to do everything outside of Etsy anyways, because they're taking a percentage of your money. And then however you're collecting the money is also taking a percentage of your money. Don't have, like, own your customers. Have them come off of platform in some manner. Chillin', a couple breakthroughs, understanding of the YouTube. Well, I would love to hear your insights. Oh my God, I'll do what I can. Overton. I had put the time in before I hit Overton up, and I'm like, is this your fucking guy? And he's like, yeah, he's one of my guys. I'm like, okay, because I was about to just abandon. I had a guy give me a metal business card years ago. It worked. Yeah, metal. You can do them now. They used to pay $10 a piece. You can get them for about $4 a piece now. And I actually have metal business cards. You can buy blanks and just laser them out. My son Cody, we have a laser, and he lasered them out. I just don't give out business. I mean, we send a business card packet that has our business card in it, along with stickers and stuff. You'd almost be better off giving them a patch rather than a business card. It's just more memorable, or a sticker. I'm not saying don't do business cards. You can get business cards inexpensively. You can order them any day of the week, any hour of the night, and you can have them within a few days. We use Vistaprint. These are all cards that people send us, and then we send their card out with every order, and then they send our card out with every order. And we've kind of slowed that down. There has to be reciprocity. Like we have to get something for it also. So we're kind of to the point now where we're not just throwing in anybody's cards. So that's what we do. We send out, I thought I was going to show you some card packets. She's already put them all together, shipped them all out. It seems we're building card packets every day, but like Chuck's card goes in there, Radio Made Easy goes in there, all these different stickers, dump box, SRF goes in there. There's a bunch of others, and we've just been building these little card packets. Pins, calendars, magnets, anything. Maybe, man. I don't know. I get so much shit like that. We throw it away. Like I just can't even, because I don't use none of that shit. I have all my own. I don't even wear other people. People constantly give me t-shirts. I don't wear other t-shirts. I just don't. Like you're gonna be hard pressed to put out a t-shirt that I like more than the t-shirts we put out. Love the compound videos. Only thing missing is an SOE. Yes, and grief over a flag. She wants a flag. Guys, have you looked? Do you have any idea what a flag costs? You can do a little bullshit flag. There's a little bullshit flag. When you start looking at flags and then win ratings, holy shit, you can spend some real money putting a proper flag up. That sounds like idols to rivals. I'm not sure what we're talking about. Those metal cards make the TSA mad. I have a friend with one with the Bill of Rights printed on it. Every time the TSA takes it, he says loudly, "Thanks for taking my Bill of Rights." Blaze Orange. Yeah, we kicked out a lot of Blaze Orange today. We've got more Blaze Orange going. We're building out all the Blaze Orange stuff. The guys are just killing it. They are cutting so much. They're so far ahead of sewing right now. I can sew a better flag than there's U.S. flags, guys. Are you guys familiar with Recycled Firefighter? I think that's the name of his. He builds wallets and some packs. He's got some cool backpacks and stuff. He originally started building wallets out of old fire hose. And I saw recently, it just came across my feed on Instagram, and he is doing an American flag, beautiful red, white, and blue American flag out of recycled fire hose. And I don't know if he's dyeing it. I don't know what the process is, but it's really cool because he's cutting these stars out by hand and sewing them on. So it has a three-dimensional look to it. They're beautiful. And he's got a couple sizes. I think they run $300 to $600. I'm gonna buy one. I want it. And the cool dude. I've been a fan of his for a long time. Makes a good product. You guys should check him out. Not sure about big flags. The flags that for my house are from Allegiance Flag Supply, made in the USA. Right on. No, fire hose comes in several different. I'm guessing he said colors. Nicole, they're 12 feet tall. Oh, are we talking about the skeletons? I use fire hose for hydraulic hose protection. Yeah, I bet. Man, you can really hurt yourself with a fire hose. My two skeletons can hold big flags. Most people at our farmers market just take a picture of our business card. That's what I do now. I take screenshots all day long of stuff. And I do go back through them. They say pins are better than cards. Yeah, guys, you can do, and it's not expensive. People have this perception. We bought a couple thousand pins, and it's not expensive. And I think they're on actual real big clicky pins. And a lot of places that do that will do your coffee mugs. They'll do embroidery. Like they have one-stop shops that do all branded merchandise. And the websites are pretty good. They have a sliding scale, right? You want 1 or 5 or 10, where your real discount start is at 72 pieces for most stuff. I've used fire hose to hang 50 cal steel targets. Yeah, I think I've seen people do that, man. I love the stand-up pouch I got in Blaze Orange. How about tool bag mesh pouch in orange? Are you the guy that somebody emailed me about that yesterday? Yeah, you'll see it. I don't know how fast you're going to see it, but you'll see them. We just did, I think boot bags got. All right, I've been talking, so I don't know how long that was off for. I don't know what the deal is. I've got really good internet. Actually, this is a YouTube thing. And maybe it's just because YouTube takes more bandwidth. I mean, maybe it's not really a YouTube thing, but this doesn't do this when I live feed on any other platform. What is this, black? This suit is black, not. Ew, what is this? Oh, it's tiger of some sort. Signal was better on Instagram. Yeah, you know, it's a trip. When we're sitting in a restaurant that has bad internet service, Amanda's Instagram doesn't work. Instagram seems like the lightest platform for me. If nothing's going to work, Instagram usually works for me. The IG were clear and uninterrupted. Yeah, I thought so too. Blaze orange suspenders. I don't know how we would do blaze. I don't have blaze orange webbing. I don't have any of the webbing that's required that we use for suspenders. SOE business cards, the only ones I keep because I give them out new at the range. Man, I appreciate you, Easy K. It cut off at boot bags. So we did boot bags. We did these. I handed a stack of orange stuff. We hadn't had orange in a while. We got to roll in, so we started hacking it up. I said some other stuff, but it was 5 seconds ago. I don't remember what it was. Don't talk to me about hose. Spent morning figuring out why our new Ford trucks at work split. Our new spits def back at me trying. Man, get rid of the def. Get rid of the def. I know you can't. Get rid of the def. Detune. What's even crazier is the EPA is going around and fining businesses millions of dollars for taking that bullshit off. Tool bag, mesh pockets. Yeah, we'll do some eventually in orange. We got a bunch of them going right now in different colors. Recycle firefighter gear was on Shark Tank. Oh, I had no idea. That's neat. I know he scaled his business. He went to like a clicker press and dyes, and I'm assuming he's not a one-man shop anymore. But I've never seen like video of employee. Maybe he does. I don't know. His wife was on for him, right on. What's the firefighter's company? Recycled Firefighter. There's another company that takes old firefighter helmets, the leather one, and restores them and paints them. I don't remember what that guy's name is. Quite the craftsman. Quite the craftsman. Jegs wouldn't ship cat delete pipe to my state for my 1500, so I had to ship. Yeah, isn't that nuts, man? Isn't that insane? They admitted the chemicals produced by DEF burning is worse. Yeah, I've heard that argument many times, man. Not sure if I saw my comment earlier, but I finally found the good mesh I asked you about in a previous live stream. So Preston, I'm not sure what we're talking about. Give me a few more words. That's cool. Did I tell you, hey, when you find it, let me know because I want some? That's usually the case. RecycledFirefighter.com. Follow him on Instagram. Follow him on Instagram. You'll see those flags within the first few posts. They're beautiful. Wrangler Star did a video a while back about current gas engine 3/4 1-ton trucks are pretty good versus diesel. You know, I heard him say that the other day. He would. I thought I heard him say that he would take gas over diesel. I have a couple diesels. I don't use them a lot. I have them because diesel will store with way less hassle than storing gasoline. I also have big trailers. During all the CUFUS, when we were amassing things I thought we might want or need in the future, For instance, my plan was if they shut down commerce, or if the mail service or UPS stopped, it would, for the most part, put us out of business for a while. How would we continue to stay making money and employ my guys? And I say guys, some of my women would show up. They'd be like, all right, we're farming. What do you got for us? We'll do whatever. And then others definitely would not show up, right? They would go crawl in a corner somewhere. But for the most part, and one of those things was a trailer. I brought in a 30-foot trailer so that we could move anything that we have. I can put 2 4-seat razors on it. I can put an excavator and a skid steer on it so that we could go work. We could go do jobs. And that's why I have the 5.9 mega cab. It's a huge truck too. It's got a farm bed on it, so they can forklift pallets. I can put 2 pallets on the back. I can put super sacks of feed, materials on the back, whatever. And then I've got the Excursion, and it has seats for 7 people in the Excursion, and it will tow too if I needed to. Gotta Go truck holds 190. Wow, nice. Nice. I'll shoot you an email. Right on, Preston. Appreciate you. Wrangler started. Okay, there we go. There we go. Am I caught up here? I think we are. Toy Town Inc. What is your Gotta Go truck where it holds 190? Are you side saddles underneath, or do you have to have a tank in the bed? There's some companies. Transfer Flow makes a lot. There's another one called Titan that does an all metal fuel cell that'll extend. I think I'm going to put a extended fuel cell on the 4Runner. What is that on the floor in Alpine? Toiletry bags. I work at GM dealership, and I would never buy a post-COVID truck. Dan, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm not saying I would never. It's not on my radar. I'm not even shopping for vehicles. I'm not even looking at them. Weird. I see more comments on my computer than I do on the TV. Oh, I'll bet there's comments I don't see. My own wife, when I get off of here, she's like, I commented 32 times. You only replied to 4 of them. My short bus has a huge tank. That's neat, man. Do you really have a short bus? That's cool. JP, what's up, bud? You keep reading comments I never see. Yeah, Amanda says the same thing. Brand new Corvette. Yeah, I would maybe buy a Corvette. I work at a Freightliner dealership. I would own a truck newer than 03. I wouldn't own. Got it. Yeah, man, you can't beat a 7.3 either. Man, and they are getting ridiculous money. I mean, I know the 7.3 deal, man. Go look at Excursions. There are full body off rebuilds on Excursions with 7.3s, and they're pulling $100,000 for those things. And that's not even a cowboy conversion or anything. That's not a 6-door. That's like a standard frame, standard body, just refreshed. 72-gallon worth capacity in frame. Love it, Overton. 3,500, nice. 99 power stroke, right on. Freightliner with a cat, love it, love it. I work at a GM dealership, got it. Truck holds 190, I like it. Living free, Tennessee. Click over to live chat. The other misses some posts. The comments got to change from top comments to all comments. So I don't have that. I've got top, live, super chat, and none. But I guess I probably see something different than what you guys see. Daily drive fuel truck just to impress John. Daily drives fuel truck just to impress John. EPA made truck shops into glorified mufflers. Yeah, it's terrible, man. It's terrible. At Womb Raider. I've been noticing the new Western Stars look like a mix between last gen Cascadia and Columbia's is freight making their bodies now. Heard Wrangler Star mention a turbo or something for the 4Runner. So I heard him say that too. There is an aftermarket, and I don't think it's I'm sure there's some kind of turbo. You used to be able to get a 4Runner with a V6 that had a turbo on it, I thought. But they have a supercharger, I know. Your truck's fresh enough to put a supercharger on or, you know, turbo it. I think I made about 30 padded slings after your DIY video. I nailed the ear pro pouch. You did a video. Love the webbing for zipper lips. So we're moving away from a lot of webbing for zipper lips, Preston, to Cordura. Basically, we're just making webbing we're just making it wider and hemming it because it turns the corner better. Sometimes our zippers stutter in the corner and it just flows a lot better. It's actually more work to make them out of material. The webbing is nice because it's finished on the edges, but that's why we're actually doing it. It makes a better product. Plus we can have camo on the edge there. What was the other one? You said padded sling. Are you doing your padded sling? So my padded sling, I make it big and then I basically tuck it under. You can kind of see right here. See that step right there? That's where that webbing tucks under, and I push it under and then I sew it down. But in doing that, my line, I can't get a good straight line. I really don't care. Like I have a padded sling that is super stiff. There is no slop. It's not like a loose sleeping bag. These are all padded slings sitting here. It's a different story, daily driving in mountains every day. Mine gets up and goes pretty well now. I can only imagine with a supercharger. Yeah, and Amanda, if we, like, eventually we put a lift on it or whatever, then that means bigger tires. That means re-gearing it. At some point you'll probably, and we run that truck heavy. Like that 4Runner, it rides around on a daily basis heavy. There's 10 gallons of fuel on the back. You've got, I put a steel bumper on is it a steel bumper or aluminum? I put aluminum swing outs and aluminum bumper on the back. You have steel sliders on there, and I think I did a steel bumper. There's also an 8,500 pound winch tucked up in the bumper. The roof rack is there. We've got the boxes with all the stuff up on top of the roof, full-size spare on the back. So, I mean, it's balanced out pretty well. It doesn't ride like nose high because of the weight on the back, but it runs good. It does. That sucker, I'm constantly like, slow the fuck down. Hot dog down Harley, that's right. 1,000 pounds of boxes in there now. Yeah. Warlike 5700 Western Star is an over-the-road truck designed for fuel economy. Have you ever seen those cement trucks? I never saw them till we moved here. Cement trucks that have like just a half a cab in the center. It's weird looking. I've been impressed how resilient nylon Cordura is. Make it different ways each time. Sometimes I sew a piece of webbing onto the top so it can be modular. Yep. Just watch like raw edge, right? So if you're gonna have, that's because that's what'll fail. The material will kind of start to fray on the edge. That's why I always sew it over. So I hem it a 1/4 inch. So I'm really sewing 3/4 of an inch into the material. Plus, the customer is going to have that raw edge start to fray, and they're gonna think it's falling apart, and they'll want to warranty it, right? We also build stuff in a manner that we either build it so it will never have to be warranted, or over time we build things sometimes more difficult so that we can warranty them if need be. I didn't really think about it. We always said, hey, a lifetime warranty you'll never use. But coming up on 30 years, over time, stuff does fail. Now, at 30 years, you got your use out of it. I mean, everything, like when we were building product and selling mag pouches for 15 bucks, You can't even build them for 15 bucks anymore. Some stuff is just straight wore out. Some stuff, like you're always going to have elastic, is going to fail. At some time in the future, it's going to fail. Oshkosh makes those front discharge mixers. Your way's the best. I've invested a lot of time learning skills and techniques about sewing, but I've gained so many tips from the videos. Right on. Check out Brown Buffalo. Go out to Brown Buffalo in California. I would love to go there. I'm not going to California. It's not happening. I'll pay them to come out here and do some private seminars or something. Wore out your Nalgene bottle koozie. Yeah, that material inside will. Like that material, if you get it next to heat, it's going to melt. You get it next to an open flame, it's going to catch on fire. It's a wicking material. They flame laminate it, surprisingly, when they put the two together. But yeah, it will. It's a soft product. It could be cut. That's why we don't really put it on the outside of things. A2 pouch works perfect for, Glock 43 mag. Yeah, I can see that. Firefighter gear does teaching videos as well, I believe. Right on. I feel you on the new Corvette. Yeah, the new Corvettes are nice, man. We were right there at the Corvette factory. We were heading somewhere and we'd stopped there. And holy shit, those things, they sound so good. What were you saying about Brown Buffalo? Oh yeah, Brown Buffalo. Check them out on Instagram. I think it's called Brown Buffalo. They do bags and stuff. Just placed SOE order for large tool bag t-shirt run, SOE patch pockets, Refuge Medical Bear Facts also on the way. Nice, man. Nice. You're going to like those Bear Facts. You're going to like all the stuff you got. 1,000 pounds of boxes, 5,700. I think we've done all these. Left it on the empennage of the A10 several times with engines running. So yeah, heat. Are you talking about like an actual A10, like Warthog A10? Yes. That's cool. I don't know what an empennage is. Are the visor covers still same size as you designed for the K5? I don't know. I don't have that K5 anymore. I think it had smaller. So the deal with these right here, right? Looking at these right here, we give you all of this Velcro. And you can use them all or not use them all. The rear wing, got it. So if you have a small car or a smaller visor cover, you can simply fold this under and make it smaller. And if you're like, man, I really want all that Velcro, you can fold under as many columns or channels of this as you want to make this smaller. And even on a really small, like my Porsche Cayman, my Cayman S, is not wide enough. So I put this on and I actually folded it and then rounded it and attached it. So I actually just fold one channel, I think it was one channel under. Same, my Range Rover had a smaller visor cover too. I actually get some raw materials from the UK for a little cheaper. Oh, you're buying from Contact Left? Is that who you're getting it from? Besides the shipping, you'd be surprised how cheap some of the Cry Precision raw materials are. Nice, nice. It's not often I hear John Willis surprised, but yeah, I was surprised. So next question. What are you doing? How do you have access to an AT? Are you at air shows? Or you got a boy? Yeah, I've had some conversations with Contact. He was asking me about dog. I think he was building dog leashes, and he was discussing, asking where I get some stuff for dog leashes. I think that's what we were talking about. talked to his wife, one of the ladies there. Right on. I just talked to him through, I think, Facebook Messenger. A couple years ago, we were driving to Nashville. I was in the passenger seat. I was passing Loretta Lynn's when I was talking to him, and talked to him for, I don't know, 30 minutes just back and forth. I think that's who it was. I'm pretty sure that's who it was. I was an avionics system technician, A10 for 5 years. Oh, cool. Right on. I know guys that talk to A10s and call them in for assistance. FAC guys. I know some Air Force controllers that were chopped to some Army units. Did some pretty, well, some pretty very cool stuff. Hold on, I'm trying to turn this air off. And oh shit, I'm tripping over this deadlift bar in the dark here. Hold on. It says it's 82 in here. I'm trying to turn this air off. I don't need to be runs all the time. I've only got a 5-ton unit for this 20-foot tall garage in here. Only meeting to, yeah, deadlift. Miles did it earlier too. I was on the phone. We were out there to film, and I was walking around and tripped over it earlier too. Any idea to see fanny packs and coyotes soon? Soon. I think it's open. They're able to order them. I think. Actually, he was cutting them. They were cutting coyote fanny packs this morning, and they were low on 1.5 inches, so they held off. I'll bet we have cases of wedding coming in tomorrow. They're here someplace. I saw that they had the bodies already cut, so like soon. Almost got myself in trouble making an offhand comment about females over the net. Turns out one of the officer's pilots was female. Well, then she should be able to take it, or she's in the wrong business if she's an aviator. Almost got to do maintenance flight on a Kiowa. Nice. I got to know a bunch of those guys. One gave me a sweet Emerson. Cool, cool. I got a buddy called him Friction. He's done some super sweet shit. He actually got us. He got us several contracts. We did a lot of gear for. Well, I'll tell you in person what it was. But we did a lot of orders, and we were able to push part of that through TAC Response for the med kits that filled those units. When we actually built the IFACs for those guys, the original, the big tear-off med pouch was for them. Angie, what's up? Cousin NorCal, fully restored Corvette, my birth year, 66. Very cool, man. We'll ask him to will it to, that's nice, that's cool, man. Very cool. Had a female get offended about the name Side Dykes. I renamed them to Alternate Lifestyle Cutters. Oh, I thought she meant like she was your side lesbian friend. I'm gonna float that past my lesbian friend and see how she takes it. I think she'll be a good sport about it. Pocket organizers with orange thread, probably, maybe not, probably. There's one here. We build all this little shit all the time. We're actually building heavier. We're sitting on more inventory, whereas typically we would build 6 of these. We're running 18 or 24 of them. We're about to have a ton of people here, so we're just building product up. Some of you salty dudes are old enough to have cool stuff during your birth year. No one cares about a 92 car. I don't know about it. I'm a 71. I was born in 71. I don't identify anything that I want from 71. I'd like all my my joints back from like the 80s. I would like to have my knees not hurt, you know, shit like that. Just little silly shit. I spent 3 years trying to convert a lesbian. No, I'm not pro-ho. I'm not trying to convert her. I'm not trying to convert her. '74 Jeep J10. Oh, is that the truck? Is that the truck Jeep? Jeep truck. Not the new one. Range of motion back in my joint. Yeah, I'm not even talking range of motion. I'm just talking about just no pain, less ibuprofen. The original Jeep. Yeah, the original trucks. Yeah, those are cool. Cameron Hopkins. I don't know what he's doing now. I saw him on Instagram the other day. Worked for Surefire, and he tried to give me, literally tried to give me, and I'm like, dude, I don't have a room to park that thing. And it was a Jeep truck. It was an Army truck. Smaller than a Duke, but it was like I think it was a Jeep Army truck. And I see those for sale now, and there's a couple times when I'm like, man, I should buy that thing. And every time I see one, I go, oh man, I should have taken Cameron because his city was giving him a hassle about it or whatever. He's like, I'll just give you this. I need it out of the front yard. No pain would be us. Chuck Peoples, look up KPV. It's an injectable. You're going to inject it into belly fat just through an insulin needle. Super slim needle. But KPV, it's a peptide. You're going to make it up with like hydrostatic or biostatic water. Just type in KPV peptide and just do some reading on it. There's a lot of research out there on it. Jeep Honcho. God, yes, all the pains and Gen X went through. Yeah. A friend of mine's kid just broke his femur. I don't know how old he is. I'm guessing 8 maybe. He's riding motocross. They're good friends with Brian Deegan, and Brian is partnered up with this kid's father on a couple tracks and stuff, and they're doing a race series. Anyways, the kid broke his leg. They flew him into they took him into Clarksville, stabilized him, then life flighted him into Nashville. And he's got hardware sets in his knee right now. And he's on a walker, smiling, and typical 8-year-old kid. Lucky 8-year-old kid. His father, this kid is set up, right? If he wants to be a supercrosser or whatever Deegan's doing, he's tied in tight. Like he's like good dad. And the kid owns his own racetrack. I mean, lucky kid. But that's one of those things, right? When I had broken bones from motocross and stuff, you'd get, like, the doctors I don't know if you're ever going to ride again, but you always did, right? I almost think now they told you that so that they looked more hero-like, when you recovered. But the day I got the pins out of this hand, right, I had no movement in these outside 2 fingers. I had 2 pins there. You can still see where they were. I had 2 pins there, 2 pins there, and 2 pins there. And to clutch, I could kind of bend this, and then I'd have to move my whole shoulder back. But I was riding an XT 550 Yamaha, big dual sport, the day they took the metal out of my hand. But, and I went for a long time. I couldn't bend my fingers. It took a year to get range of motion back in them. But now I feel that stuff. I constantly feel aches and pains. It doesn't stop me from anything. But just imagine, I think I perform really well right now at 52. Imagine how I'd perform if I could just not wake up with pain in the morning. Welcome to Current Events, Patrick Caswell. Couple injectables that kill pain. Cocaine alligator. I love it. Lost track of how many times I told doctors to hold my beer. Yeah. Told me I'd never drive again. Nah, just don't tell the DMV. I'm half blind. 26 herniated 4 discs. Remediating a 6-unit townhome by myself. Yeah, we always do stupid shit because it takes your friend too long to get there to hold the 2x12s or whatever it is. Like the last stuff we built with 8x8s. They're a lot heavier than 6x6s. Exactly. 98 Cummins F350 V10. I got a V10 Super Duty on 37s. It's ridiculous. The Chevron plant is flaring. It's always fun to watch 50 to 60 foot flames coming out the stacks at dusk. Is that a fuel plant dragon or what is that? His fingers work just fine. I take 92, 150 straight, 6 with a 5-speed. Womb. I would love for you to have that if that's what you want, man. Book them all. That's exactly my setup as well. I think I've caught all of this. All right, guys, last comments, last questions, statements. Something's running over here. This fan right here. Man, I am always worried when people bring things in here and plug them in. I'm not concerned that they're plugged in. I'm concerned that they're left on. The things that we buy now, we have no idea point of origin. They're always built by barefoot people, with crooked fingers and shit. Do you see the video of the guys like in Pakistan or India sewing N95 masks in the dirt floor? They had them all just piled up in the dirt floor. Like, that's always what I think. And I'm always worried, even when I buy something myself and I buy something I perceive to be quality, if I plug it in, if it's electric and it plugs in and charges, I will spend 30 days, 2 months without that plugged in while I'm not present, right? Because I'm worried that it's going to go high order and light the building on fire. I'm always careful. So I'm always cautious when something is left plugged in here. Like one of the girls gave one of the ladies here a refrigerator for Christmas. This little refrigerator over here. And I am always like, it's a refrigerator that holds 2 cans of soda. I am so worried that that fucking thing is going to catch the building on fire. I unplug it all the time. I literally should just be like, take this home. This can't be here. Hey, I work barefoot and have crooked fingers, right on. Insurance would have a ball with a fire from some piece of shit. Oh, yeah, the heaters. Yeah. Man, we've used those parabolic heaters for decades. Those things work really good. They tip over, they turn off. I also use one, I think it's called Rockwell. It's a little round heater from Walmart, and they work great, too. Those little fridges are a disaster. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, my buddy Mike Taylor owns Key Bar, and he had a 18650 charger sitting on his like coffee table, and he had a camera system for his dog, so he could talk to the dog. And it just happened, I think he was just talking to the dog, and happened to be on the camera with the dog when this thing exploded. And I mean, it exploded, flames went everywhere. It didn't catch anything on fire, luckily, but boy, the potential was there. And I've seen the videos of the guys with like the electric bikes charging in their living rooms, and they just like explode. So I'm super, just aware of that. Oh yeah, the big buddy heaters are great, man. I love I've probably got a dozen of them here. Every year when we see them on clearance, like at Tractor Supply or Lowe's, I always buy another 1 or 2 of them. And then when guys move here, inevitably I'm like, hey, get you a heater. And then when there's an ice storm coming, I'm like, hey, remember that 10 times I told you to buy this heater? Did you buy one? No. So I send them home with one. Or I'll give them a kerosene. That happens a lot too. I'll give them a kerosene heater, and I'm like, your dumbass doesn't have kerosene, do you? And of course, they never do. Yeah, Big Buddies are great. And Mr. Heater makes Big Buddy. For a couple $100, you can get a slightly bigger version that hangs on the wall that runs off a bulk tank, and you can get them for natural gas or propane. And that thing will cook you out. Like we could put one in the garage during the winter and be out there comfortable. Did I see you have that propane heater in a, yeah, this, oh yeah, I do. Yeah, right here. There's one right there. We brought that one from San Diego with us. Bulk tank, yep. So when you get the bulk tank, you get that bulk tank hose from Mr. Heater. There's a few different ones. And even if at the guy at the store or you read the literature that says it's the right one, try it before you need it, right? And anytime you're running any of the bulk off there and you're not running those 1-pounders, always have that inline filter on there. And there's some other hoses out there you'll get, and they have some kind of weird thing in the rubber, and the lubricant gets in there and clogs up your jet. So always run that filter. It's cheap. It's like 15 bucks. Jam the filter up. Don't ruin your heater. And then some of those come with a regulator, and then some of them need a regulator. And when you guys are buying bulk tanks, right? Get on Marketplace, get on Craigslist, search propane, the word propane, search tank, and search barbecue. Barbecue will bring up tons of those tanks. And you'll find a guy that wants like 80, I just bought this and I want $80. You'll also find a ton of dudes that will sell you 5 or 6 of them for 10 bucks a piece, 5 bucks a piece. Don't worry if they're the old style. All you got to do is take them to an exchange place where the kid doesn't give a shit, like Walmart, and swap it out. And now you've got a new one, because they're going to just take and change the valve anyways. I've probably I might not have 100, but we're close to 100 of those. And yes, you can buy, and I know guys, you can buy hundreds and all that. It's a pain in the ass to move them. I would rather have a bunch of the 20-pounders than, several of the hundreds. Uno, reverse all that bullshit, laugh out loud. If it's said about me, it's probably what they were arguing. I don't know what we're talking about, George. Do you have small buddy heaters for camping? I do. I have some small ones. We never fire them. I like to just use the big ones. And there's a couple versions of the big ones too, guys. Some of these take batteries. I didn't know they even made one that didn't, but it's got a fan in the bottom of it, and it takes batteries. It also has a plug into the wall. Occasionally, Costco sells Big Buddies with hose, regulator, all. That's nice. You can also buy these at Tractor Supply, and they come camo green. Fern had 40-foot pole barn in winter. Turn on the salamander, and in 40 seconds, oh yeah, I'll bet, man. They should not be soft hoses. They're harder than you expect. This is because they don't contain the oils. Good info, good info. Love the Big Buddies. Little fridges are disaster. Okay, guys, I'm out, guys. Camo green, plus 10 horsepower. All right, cocaine alligator. See you guys. Thanks.